Welcome to KBS World Radio. You're now tuned in to Korea24's Korea Book Club, where we explore the world of Korean literature. This is our weekend replay edition, playing back our book segment from Wednesday's show. We hope you enjoy it. I'm your host, Kwon Jang-woo. With me now in the studio, we have our literary critic, Barry Welsh, with another book to introduce to us. Barry, hello. It's great to see you again.
Yes, hello. It's great to be back.
Okay, so what book do you have for our listeners this week?
So this week we're reviewing a short story called Homecoming. The Korean title is Taegun, and it's by Cheon Myeong-kwan. It was published in Korean in the early 2010s and translated into English by Jeon Miseli, and published in English in 2015 by Asia Publishers. And regular listeners will remember Cheon's debut novel, Whale, was a huge success. That was the book that put him on the literary map, and we reviewed recently. And Cheon is famous for his knack for weaving tales that are not just engaging, but are also deeply reflective of Korean society. His stories often explore the complexities of modern life in Korea, delving into themes like urbanization, the human psyche, and the ever-changing social landscape. But what truly sets Cheon apart is his bold and often vivid storytelling style. He doesn't shy away from the gritty or the controversial. Instead, he often embraces it and depicts stories with words that stay with you long after you've turned the last page. His works, like today's dystopian story, Homecoming, have not only captivated readers here in Korea, but have also garnered international attention in recent years. And so if you're looking to get a taste of contemporary Korean literature that's raw and real and resonates with the pulse of modern society, then today's story is an excellent choice.
Yes, Whale being shortlisted for the International Booker Prize this year, of course, really brought international attention to Cheon and his works as well. So I'm intrigued to hear about this story today, especially because you said it's a dystopian story.
Right.
So what's it about?
Right. So in Homecoming, we have a future Seoul depicted where there is extreme economic disparity and societal decay have ravaged the South Korean capital. The story focuses on a father and his half-Korean son, and they're part of the impoverished blanket class. These blankets are people who struggle to survive in this society where only a very few number of people are employed and the vast majority suffer in poverty. And this father faces a heart-wrenching decision to possibly sell his son in this modern future Seoul where human organ trading thrives and adoption is a kind of status symbol. So amidst this very bleak setting, the narrative weaves in themes of wealth disparity, the obsession with office jobs, and the human cost of unbridled capitalism. The story culminates with a poignant and surprising twist involving the child's long-lost grandfather, and this unexpected development underscores the sacrifices that this family have made for economic stability in this sort of modern but future society.
Wow, it does sound very bleak indeed, a sort of nightmarish future. So would this be considered science fiction then? What genre does Homecoming fall into?
Okay, yeah. So it is definitely a type of sci-fi novel, but it's it's a dystopian novel, but it's also more than that. So it's sort of social commentary, really, using the sort of dystopian sci-fi genre to comment on things that are happening in the modern world. It paints this sort of future Seoul where we have these sort of extreme disparities of wealth, and it's almost a dark mirror showing the potential fallout of current trends that we can see all around us in terms of family dynamics and wealth distribution in Korea. What makes it unique, though, is this raw and unfiltered portrayal of a capitalist society gone very much wrong. But it's not just a story about a bleak future. It's a stark warning. It's a reflection on the paths that we're treading today. The narrative is very direct, almost brutally direct, and it dives deep into themes like the human organ trade and the ruthless side of bureaucracy. And I think it's an excellent piece in terms of modern Korean literature for its daring approach to these heavy and significant topics.
As I mentioned, it sounds like this story will give a lot of food for thought for Korean readers, and the commentary that it offers on contemporary Korean society, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So it's a very punchy and, like I said, a direct comment on modern Korean society. So you almost think of it as a crystal ball showing us a potential possible future if current trends in Korea continue unchecked. I'm sure we can all think of examples of the trends that people are worried about just now. So what the story is a critique of this intense materialism, the sharp and stark divide between the wealthy and the poor, and the plight of the protagonists. They're living in a society where only a fraction of people enjoy the privileges of employment and a basic decent life. This is a direct commentary on, like you said, this growing economic divide and the obsession with status that we have in Korea, and of course other places too. And what Cheon does is he uses the narrative to highlight just the absurdity and tragedy of a society where the dream of a stable office job becomes the only means of survival. So really it's a wake-up call, urging readers to reflect on the direction in which society is heading. It's a critique, it's a warning, and it's a plea all rolled into one.
We don't want to give too much away, but earlier you mentioned the story culminates with a twist involving the child's grandfather. How does the ending tie into its overall themes?
Right, yeah. So the ending of the story does have this sort of strange and surprising ending. It's very thought-provoking. It doesn't tie up the loose ends of the story. It instead leaves you reflecting on the broader implications. So the sudden appearance of the child's grandfather, this is a figure who embodies Korea's extreme work culture, the sort of working all day, late hours. And his reappearance, it serves as a reminder of the sacrifices made in the pursuit of economic stability. So it's a kind of a narrative twist that underscores the central themes. It's the loss of personal connections, the obsession with work, and the societal cost of relentless capitalism. And the title itself, Homecoming, becomes ironic because it highlights the impossibility of a normal or balanced life in such a skewed society. And so it ends not just with a resolution of the story, but with a statement about the state of modern society. It's a commentary on the loss of humanity in the face of relentless economic pursuit.
Well, it sounds like a powerful book, one that will live long in a reader's memory. And I think it provides a further fascinating insight into the writer Cheon as well. So that was Homecoming by Cheon Myeong-kwan, and that was our pick for Korea Book Club this week. And Barry, it was also our last book club together for this year, as it's Beth's turn next week. Thank you for all your reviews this year. We look forward to what else you'll bring for us next year. Hope you have a great end of the year, and we'll see you in 2024.
Okay, take care.
And that's all for this week's Korea Book Club. You can check out more of the works we discussed on our website at world.kbs.co.kr. Join us again next week.
KBS World Radio